Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're kicking things off with some exciting news from Wall Street. After President Trump decided to delay a hefty 50% tariff on EU goods, the markets in the US and Asia responded with a bang. The S&P 500 surged over 2%, and tech stocks like Nasdaq gained 2.5%, sparking optimism about avoiding a trade-induced recession. Asian markets followed suit, with Japan's Nikkei up by 0.5% and South Korea's Kospi jumping 1.8%. Oil prices also climbed, and bond markets in Japan showed signs of calming down. It's a positive sign for investors looking for stability and growth ahead. Moving over to Hong Kong, the local stock scene took a hit due to disappointing earnings from PDD Holdings, which saw a 47% drop in first quarter profits. This dragged down Alibaba and other e-commerce giants, with the Hang Seng Index dipping slightly by 0.3%. However, there's some good news on the property front. Home prices in Hong Kong actually rose for the first time in 5 months in April, thanks to a cut in stamp duty that encouraged more deals. It's a promising sign that the property market might be bouncing back after a tough period. And finally, let's explore Milan's vibrant Chinatown, a lively neighborhood blending Italian and Chinese cultures. From traditional Chinese eateries to modern shops, this area is a hub of multicultural energy. The Chinese community in Milan has a rich history, dating back nearly a century, and continues to thrive, especially during Lunar New Year celebrations. Whether you're into fashion, food, or cultural exploration, Milan's Chinatown offers a unique experience that brings East and West together in style. Please continue to watch for more detailed stories. According to the Associated Press, Asian markets experienced a positive shift following Wall Street's rally, which was driven by President Donald Trump's decision to delay a 50% tariff on European Union goods. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose by 0.5%, buoyed by cautious optimism as traders awaited a Japanese government bond auction amid rising yields, while the US dollar weakened slightly against the yen and euro. Meanwhile, in South Korea, the Kospi surged 1.8%, led by a rally in tech giants like Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix, reflecting a broader regional enthusiasm for technology shares amid easing trade tensions and a rebound in oil prices, which responded to the expiration of U.S. authorizations for Venezuelan crude exports. The overall mood was bolstered by hopes of improved US-EU trade negotiations, which helped lift Wall Street's major indices, including the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq, after a volatile week marked by tariff threats and uncertainties. The South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stocks declined after Chinese e-commerce giant PDD Holdings reported a sharp 47% slump in first quarter earnings, citing the impact of aggressive discount strategies designed to attract consumers. This decline cast a shadow over industry peers like Alibaba and JD.com, which also saw share prices dip as investors worried about near-term earnings prospects amid intensified price competition. Despite this, some technology firms like Kuaishou Technology and Xiaomi bucked the trend with strong earnings reports, leading to gains in their shares. The broader Asian markets responded positively to a recovery in U.S. consumer confidence, which increased more than expected in May, supporting a rally in stocks across Japan, South Korea, and Australia. This upbeat sentiment was further fueled by optimism around U.S. economic resilience and the possibility of a more stable trade environment, helping to offset concerns over Chinese corporate earnings. The South China Morning Post additionally notes that Hong Kong's residential property market showed signs of recovery in April, with prices rising for the first time in 5 months. This uptick was attributed to a government stimulus measure, reducing stamp duty for homes valued up to 4 million Hong Kong dollars, prompting a surge in transactions. The index increased by 0.35%, reflecting a boost in home buying activity as buyers responded to the lower duty, which was previously limited to homes up to 3 million Hong Kong dollars. Real estate analysts projected that this policy change could increase the segment's share of total transactions to 30%, further stimulating the local property market. This development highlights how government interventions can influence market dynamics, providing a bright spot amid broader economic uncertainties and signaling potential stabilization in Hong Kong's housing sector. The South China Morning Post reports a dramatic and ongoing firefighting effort in Hong Kong, where a blaze ignited in a warehouse on Ha Tsuen Road in Tin Shui, burning fiercely for over 19 hours. The fire, which broke out at noon on Tuesday and was classified as a number 3 alarm, a serious incident involving multiple floors and possibly hazardous materials, was contained early Wednesday morning, yet firefighting operations persisted. The inferno consumed electrical appliances and clothing, with temperatures soaring to nearly 550 degrees Celsius and an area covering 200 meters by 200 meters. The smoke from the blaze drifted into neighboring districts such as Nanshan and Futian in Shenzhen, creating a haze and a strong odor, while emergency responders faced dangers including second-degree burns and smoke inhalation. Over 200 residents were evacuated or fled the scene, illustrating the fire's intensity and the danger posed to both property and life. The South China Morning Post also highlights Cartier's unveiling of its In Equilibre high jewelry collection in Stockholm, a showcase of refined elegance rooted in the principles of balance and restraint. This collection emphasizes not too much of anything, blending bold motifs like the panther and mythical creatures with subtle, masterful craftsmanship. Pieces like the Tsagan necklace, representing a snow leopard with white gold, diamonds, and onyx, exemplify Cartier's ability to evoke nature's beauty with abstract yet figurative design. The collection also features sensual, flexible necklaces like Hyala, and extravagant animal depictions including tigers with precious topaz and emerald pendants. The launch was further celebrated by the appointment of actress Gemma Chan as the brand ambassador, with celebrities attending a glamorous dinner at Stockholm's Archipelago, reflecting Cartier's appreciation for Scandinavian minimalism and its blend of simplicity and grandeur. In Hong Kong's Tuen Mun, water supply has been gradually restored following a leak in an underground pipe that caused an overnight suspension and road closures on Tuen Mun Road near Shu Hong MTR station. The Water Supplies Department announced that emergency repairs on the Yuen Long-bound lanes were completed by early Wednesday morning, allowing water to be gradually reintroduced to the northern Tuen Mun area. The leak, first detected Monday night, led to a temporary halt in water supply to over 23 residential estates and 2 hotels, as well as the suspension of flushing water near Tuen Mun Ferry Pier. Road closures affected the slow and middle lanes of Tuen Mun Road, but services at 3 local hospitals remained unaffected, with authorities deploying water wagons and tanks to ensure continued access to essential facilities. South China Morning Post highlights Hong Kong's ambitious plan to harness the potential of its aging population by developing the silver economy. The city aims to boost elderly participation in the workforce through flexible retirement policies and improved medical insurance, recognizing that healthier, wealthier seniors are driving demand across healthcare, leisure, and personal care sectors. Despite the government's efforts to introduce retail concessions, promote drone technology, and incentivize spending, experts like Paul Yip and Zhi Lishan argue that more comprehensive measures are needed. They emphasize the importance of enabling physically capable seniors to remain employed longer, advocating for policies such as shared medical costs and relaxed income thresholds for government allowances. The overarching goal is to create a sustainable ecosystem where older residents can contribute economically and enjoy a better quality of life, with authorities planning retraining programs, job fairs, and cross-border insurance products to support this vision. The article underscores that while Hong Kong has taken initial steps, fostering true innovation and inclusivity in the elderly workforce remains crucial for unlocking the full potential of its aging demographic. Ant International's groundbreaking AI technology is poised to revolutionize financial services, drawing parallels to the transformative impact of GPT in the broader business landscape. The company's time series transformer, TST, AI-FX model, developed in Singapore, focuses on predicting numerical data with over 90% accuracy, enabling more precise forecasting of cash flows and foreign exchange exposure. Unlike traditional models that rely solely on historical data, the TST incorporates external variables like weather, offering a more holistic view of economic activity. This innovation promises to significantly reduce costs for banks, airlines, and e-commerce platforms, cutting FX costs by up to 60% and liquidity management expenses by half, according to Ant International. The model's rapid growth, with nearly 2 billion parameters and plans to expand further, signals a new era where AI-driven analytics become foundational to financial operations, potentially transforming global payments, risk management, and economic forecasting. The company's recent collaborations with Barclays and HSBC exemplify how this technology is already making tangible impacts, heralding a future where AI's influence in finance is both profound and pervasive. South China Morning Post reports on a promising pilot program in Hong Kong that integrates traditional Chinese medicine with Western treatments to address degenerative knee disease amidst long waiting lists for joint replacements. Launched by the hospital authority, the scheme offers personalized, minimally invasive therapies, such as herbal medicine, acupuncture, and Tui Na massage, aimed at alleviating symptoms and delaying the need for surgery. The initiative, developed in collaboration with mainland Chinese hospitals, emphasizes a holistic approach that considers the patient's overall health, with the goal of maintaining mobility and improving quality of life for the elderly. Patients like a 68-year-old badminton coach have already experienced relief and avoided surgery through this combined treatment, illustrating its potential benefits. As the aging population grows, this innovative model seeks to alleviate pressure on hospital resources while providing effective, individualized care. Experts believe that such integrative approaches could serve as a blueprint for managing chronic conditions more sustainably, blending traditional wisdom with modern medicine to enhance patient outcomes and reduce reliance on invasive procedures. The South China Morning Post vividly captures Milan's Chinatown as a lively, multicultural hub where tradition and modernity intertwine. Amid the opulent fashion boutiques of Quadrilatero della Moda, a 10-minute journey north leads to Via Paolo Sarpi, a bustling street transformed into a pedestrian-friendly enclave brimming with Asian eateries, shops, and cultural venues. Here, the aroma of dim sum, spicy hot pot, and wontons mingles with the chic ambience of hip cafes offering Chinese-style aperitivos, blending Italian and Chinese culture seamlessly. The neighborhood's Chinese community, numbering around 40,000 in Milan, has a history dating back nearly a century, initially arriving from Paris in search of textile work and gradually establishing a vibrant, integrated community. The Centro Culturale Cinese, founded in 2011, exemplifies this fusion, serving as a cultural bridge where Chinese language classes, calligraphy, Tai Chi, and art exhibitions foster mutual understanding and preserve traditional customs amidst the Italianized Chinese cuisine that now defines the neighborhood's culinary landscape. The South China Morning Post also highlights the neighborhood's evolution through stories of local entrepreneurs like Agi Zhou, whose Ravioleria Sarpi reimagines traditional Chinese dishes with Italian ingredients, symbolizing the creative blend of cultures. Meanwhile, Milan's culinary scene is enriched by chefs like Diego Rossi, who advocates for authentic Chinese flavors, contrasting with the Italianized versions prevalent in the area. Beyond gastronomy, Via Paolo Sarpi and its surroundings have become a cultural renaissance zone, repurposing old factories into modern spaces like the ADI Design Museum and Fabbrica del Vapore, which showcase Italian design and contemporary art. The nearby monumental cemetery offers a tranquil retreat, echoing Paris Père Lachaise, and underscores the neighborhood's layered history. This vibrant district encapsulates Milan's embrace of multiculturalism, where traditional Chinese customs coexist with Italian innovation, creating a unique, dynamic urban tapestry. The South China Morning Post explores the debate surrounding Manchester United's recent Asian tour, revealing a divide between commercial interests and player welfare. Former stars such as Jens Lehmann, Graham Souness, and Raphael Varane criticize the tour's timing and necessity, emphasizing the physical toll on players after a grueling season. Varane, who retired early due to injury, acknowledges the marketing benefits of connecting with Asian fans but underscores the unsustainability of such extensive travel, especially with a packed international schedule and the upcoming Club World Cup. Souness dismisses post-season tours as purely commercial ventures, questioning whether clubs like United genuinely need these trips, which often lead to fatigue and diminished team preparation. Lehman echoes concerns about the logistical hassles and the impact on players' recovery, highlighting the broader issue of balancing lucrative global markets with the health and performance of athletes, ultimately framing these tours as driven more by financial motives than sporting necessity. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post offers a heartwarming glimpse into Coco Austin's family, illustrating the close bond shared among her mother Tina, and sister Christy. The trio's matching outfits and playful spirit exemplify their tight-knit relationship, with Tina's background as a former actress and model, and Christy's role as a yoga instructor and wellness advocate. Tina's love for bulldogs and her active presence on social media reflect her lively personality, while Christy's journey through yoga, meditation, and healing showcases her dedication to personal growth and motherhood. Christy's candid account of her divorce and her happiness in embracing life's new chapter reveal a resilient, positive outlook. This family portrait underscores themes of love, unity, and self-discovery, portraying a modern family that celebrates individuality while cherishing shared moments of joy and humor. Nikkei Asia reports that the AI race between the US and China is intensifying, with American tech giants like Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic boasting about their latest models' impressive speeds and capabilities, while Chinese companies such as Alibaba, Tencent, and ByteDance claim their models are more efficient and outperform rivals in various benchmarks. However, industry experts like Arthur Lai and Jason Corso suggest that the true battleground is shifting from raw model power to practical applications, especially AI agents capable of performing tasks autonomously. Companies on both sides are racing to develop these agents: Google's Gemini, Microsoft's open web of AI agents, and Chinese startups' ambitious projects, aiming to turn AI into proactive assistants that can handle complex, real-world tasks. Despite the hype, skepticism remains about whether these advancements translate into meaningful utility, as many believe the focus should be on how AI models are applied rather than their raw capabilities. The emerging AI agent market is seen as a strategic move to demonstrate real-world value, with forecasts predicting a significant rise in agent-based applications across enterprises by 2028. While China and the US are fiercely competing, some experts emphasize the importance of global collaboration in AI development, warning against viewing the race as a zero-sum game. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.